Nadratul, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
I appreciate your coming to the studio. So first tell us about the situation. What is happening in Gaza? What reports do you have from there?
First of all, thanks a lot for giving me the opportunity to be your guest and speech for my brother and sister Pakistani people to your own channel. Situation in Gaza has become day by day, moment by moment, more and more difficult. The crisis increase sadly in a fast way by the Israelis' criminal actions against humanity by target Palestinian civilian people. Most of the victims actually are children and women.
Right.
Today we getting before 2 hours, it was more than 315 shaheed in Gaza only for today. To the numbers increase to become more than 2,215 shaheed. Just before I came here, 30 minutes before I arrived to your studio, the Israelis war plane attack United Nations school named Al-Fakhura. In the north of Gaza, the Palestinian people there left their homes because they think that an Institute for United Nations going to be safe for them, for their lives. But actually it was sadly attacked by just few, before almost 1 hour, 30 minutes. They attack it. The news speak about more than 30 shaheed there, because you speak about a huge number of families, thousands are in the school, more than 30 shaheed, maybe 100 injured.
Right.
Until now the number is not clear. I hope so it's going to be.
So these numbers are increasing. Now there is an ultimatum in place that Israeli forces have given to evacuate Gaza. So what is your reaction? How does the Palestinian government react to that ultimatum?
First of all, I'd like to explain one thing. As I mentioned before, it was about 1,315 shaheed today in Gaza. Until this attack in Al-Fakhura school, most of that 315 was actually the people from north of Gaza. They will left their homes to following the warning of the Israelis to go to the south of Gaza. They was attacked by Israelis Air Force in the south of Gaza, which mean that actually the Israelis was not lead them for safe place. They was lead them for to end their lives.
So what you are saying is that Israeli forces are also attacking those people who are leaving Gaza.
Yes, they are doing that, and this actually there was kind of genocide. What is happening right now in Gaza? It is genocide by what the concept have in all means. Okay, all the means of this world, it is actually genocide what is happening right now in Gaza. When you speak about 350 shaheed in one day, this is kind of genocide. And this is first. Second, as a Palestinian leadership and our brother Egyptian leadership, they refused the order of Israel and the warning of Israel to, which asks the Palestinian to leave their homes in Gaza, because step by step they are leading them to south of Gaza, which is very near to the Egyptian borders.
Right.
To next step going to attack them there to make them go to the inside the Egyptian borders, which means they're going to really, transfer 2.2 million Palestinian civilians living in Gaza to damage Gaza completely and create a crisis by creating more refugees. Palestinian people refuse to become refugees. Since 1948, we have millions of refugees around the world. We don't like to increase them with more refugees again. Because since 1948 they didn't get the opportunity to come back to their own homes,
so
which means after damaging Gaza they lost their homeland forever.
So what you are saying is a refugee crisis taking place there as well. But do you see any possibility of a ceasefire taking place?
The Israelis right now looking for collective punishment by creating genocide against Palestinian people, because they want the Palestinians to pay the price of damaging the image of Israel as a superpower country in last Saturday. Israel was marketed itself as a superpower country, can defend itself and can even rule as a policeman of the region. Right now, after few Palestinian freedom fighter make this, make them face this failure in all steps. Intelligence, army, in security, their technology, all this face failure on Saturday, which make them look like a minor power in the region, not a superpower in the region. According to that, they become crazy. They try to punish all Gaza people, not only punish the freedom fighters who create this failure for them. They are only actually dealing with Gaza in collective punishment and creating crime against humanity by attacking civilians. They're damaging all the civilians' buildings, civilians' homes, schools, hospitals. Even today, they are increase their attacks to the ambulance hospitals. They want one of the main hospital in north of Gaza, Kamal Adwan, to be transferred to the south of Gaza, and this is impossible.
So this is quite a disproportionate reaction, what we are saying. But I understand there are a lot of diplomatic efforts taking place to have some sort of ceasefire. So what expectations do you have of those diplomatic efforts that are taking place right now?
The only speech about ceasefire, it is by Muslim Ummah, by Palestinian leadership. Mr. Mahmoud Abbas in his meeting yesterday with Blinken, the foreign minister of United Nations of America, he was speaking about ceasefire. But actually the Americans was negotiate in behalf of the Israelis to explain the Israelis' needs to defend themselves, was ignoring the right of Palestinians to defend themselves. There was speaking about the losses of Israel's army and settlers, armed settlers, which is happening during the last days, and they are ignoring the losses of the Palestinian civilians. We are speaking about more than 2,215 shaheed, and we speak about more than 9,000 injured people of civilian Palestinian. They only see the losses of Israelis, which is actually, most of them are, maybe all of them, are army and armed settlers, and ignoring the suffering and the crisis of the Palestinian civilians. This is not acceptable, and this is actually against the rules of the international community, against the rules of United Nations. What we are waiting from United States of America as a superpower country, as a member of Security Council, to defend the security and the stability and the international peace. Their attitude on the ground is completely against these rules and the principle of United Nations.
Right, Excellency, I understand that Pakistan has supported the cause of Palestine, and in this conflict as well, Pakistan has stood by its Palestinian brothers. Do you think government of Pakistan can do more at this moment for people of Palestine?
We appreciate the support of Pakistani leaders, Pakistani people, Pakistani political parties, all of them on the same page in supporting Palestine, not only today, all the time, since Qaid Azam, may Allah bless his soul, they are supporting Palestine in all things, the power they have in their hands. But I hope so, Pakistani leadership in cooperation with the Muslim Ummah, getting more, using more power. We don't speak about military power, we speak about diplomacy, political relations, the economical power, financial power of Muslim Ummah, which is huge and important and can make difference on the ground by putting Israelis and the Americans and the other Western countries are blindly support Israelis in their crimes, in their occupation. To end this the suffering of the Gaza people, the civilian people in there, end this madness on the ground, getting opportunity and hope for the young generation. There is going to be a light in the end of the tunnel, and there will to be peace later on.
Right, Nadrul, thank you so much for your time. Deputy Head of Mission, Palestinian Embassy जो पाकिस्तान में है उसके बात कर रहे थे और गजा की सूरत हाल के हवाले से बता रहे थे कि वहाँ पर लोग किस मुश्किल के अंदर हैं, वहाँ पर सूरत हाल दिन ब दिन जो है वो ख़राब हो रही है और किस तरह से वहाँ पर इसराइल की कार्रवाइयाँ जारी हैं। अभी एक ब्रेक लेते हैं, ब्रेक के बाद वापस आते हैं तो कुछ और ख़बरों पर बात होगी।